Alright, hello everybody, and be nasty. It's Sir Adrian here to film the British Empire's turn in our current game of World War 1914 titled Operation Michael, where we are in the fall-winter 1914. Excuse me. Before we get to that, we have a little bit of housekeeping. Germany, or the Germans, had put 53 as their saved income. They were supposed to be at 51, so I went ahead and adjusted that. And then there's two battles that weren't able to be rolled because B Nasty was interrupted, so we'll go ahead and roll those. So we'll do the one in Lorraine first. So we got the truck that brought an infantry. So the truck doesn't have an attack value, but will keep that unit on there just so we know that he has on the first round of combat first strike. He's got a commander that is effective. He's got a heavy artillery that's boosted with that observation balloon, so that'll be up to a 7. He's got the cavalry, the infantry, poison gas, and the artillery. And this one's using poison gas as well. And then defending, I have my effective commander, and then my infantry units. So there is a trench line. There's 7 units. So these would be boosted to a 7 because of my commander. So he has the infantry are normally at a 2. There is no terrain going into Lorraine, so you don't have to worry about that. But they would be boosted, each of them by 1 because of his commander. So this guy would be first striking at a 3. These, instead of being at a 2, would be at a 3. The cavalry would be boosted to a 4. And then the artillery are normally at a 4, but they get boosted to 5 because he's using the phosgene gas, which will also eliminate my first strike. And I just want to see for phosgene real quick. Actually, I suppose get the territory and play for 1 round. Okay, yeah, that's correct. And then this heavy artillery is normally at a 6. It was being boosted by the observation to a 7, but it'll be at an 8 because of the phosgene gas. I'm pretty sure, at least, that's correct. And then, as I said, mine defend at 6 because of the trench line, +1 because of that. And there's the fortification, but that doesn't stack with the trench line stuff. And I don't have to worry about that because I don't get my first strikes. At least I'm fairly positive it's the first time phosgene is being used in the game. If it's not, after I do the rolls, we'll have to make some corrections. But otherwise, I think that's good. So let's go ahead and get that. So he's got 8, 9. Okay, well here, we'll roll the one with first strike first. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so it's going to be 9 at 3. This will be the one with first strike. So here we'll do that first. So 1 at 3. That's a miss. Then he has his 6-7 artillery at 5. 3, yeah, so 7 at 5. And he has the heavy artillery at, again, pretty sure it's an 8. So go ahead and roll those, see what we get. Okay, so that's a miss. 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hits. Miss, 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 and miss. Okay, so you got 3 first strike hits. So we have 7, 3, so we'll go down to a 4, or 4 units rather. So that'll change things a bit. So because we don't have a trench line, we wouldn't be at 6, so they would normally be at 4. But the fortification is boosting them by 2, so that would bring them back to a normal value of 6, and there's the commander, so they would still be at 7. That should be correct, because the fortification doesn't stack with the trench line. Like if there was no commander, they wouldn't be at 8, they would just be at 6, so they wouldn't get that +2 from the fortification. But when there's no trench line, such as in this case, it would be applied. So even though they don't have a trench line, they're at +2 because of the fortification. And then there's the commander. So yeah, they would still be at 7 in this case. Then he has his 9 infantry, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, at 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4 hits there. Okay. And then he has the 2 cavalry at 4. Damn it. Okay, so that's a hit. So we get to respond, so 5. Yeah, so that's all the hits he needed. So yeah, so we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 at 7. 5 at 7. 1, 2, 3 hits. And I was told he would just lose infantry. So we'll bring that down from a 9 to 6. So that battle's over. Actually, I could take the fighter. Yeah, instead I'd actually do that. I'm thinking about that. Yeah, I'll take the fighter as a casualty, and I'll lead the 1 infantry. Yeah, 100% I'll do that. I thought for a second, I was, if he would have got 1 more hit, he would have had it. I actually thought he had it there. I completely forgot you could take the fighter, but obviously I'll do that so I retain the territory. So if I rolled that all correctly, it's quite lucky for me that I was quite annoyed by that. That would have been very annoying, but Not unexpected at all, though, because he's got quite a bit. But... Okay, so I'm not sure if that means the commander's ineffective. I think maybe it might. We'll grab a token. Be nasty, you can correct this if that's wrong, but I'm pretty sure that means the commander's ineffective because he doesn't have like the fighter or like a cavalry with him. So yeah, there we have it. Yeah. So then the Germans back in their territory would have, oh, not that, that was used. Have all that stuff. Oh, plus the commander. So all back in Bavaria. This infantry, the truck, and these guys, and the commander. There we go. Alright, so that battle's done. Then the other one we have to do is into Grodno province. So Germans have an effective commander there too. They have the chlorine gas and all that. So they got the 2 heavy artillery. Gas. And they got all these infantry. So, we'll see if there's any terrain. No, because it's all flat. So these normally would be at a 4. They'll be boosted to 5 because of the chlorine. These two will be boosted to a 7 because of the chlorine gas. And then these will all be boosted to... Wait, did I roll that other attack wrong? Damn it, I think I might have... I think I rolled this wrong. Fuck. Pardon the language. Yeah, because those would have been boosted by the artillery. It wasn't specified though. Like at the cal, like I'm a bit confused now. Ah, damn it. There's no way to check either. I'm just thinking because these, like in this case, for example, these attack normally at a 2 because there's no penalty. They would be boosted by the commander, but then also boosted by the artillery, or because it says the commander's bonus is cumulative with the other stuff. But yeah, it definitely seems a little overpowered, some of the commander stuff. Like, it seems a little insane that they go from a 2 to a 4, if that's the case. I think that's the case, though. Which I don't know, again, how that would affect, like, okay, I'll have to watch it back once I'm done recording this video. I could be wrong on that, but I think, like, these infantry, you would have had at least 7... 8 of them. Well, no, because he had lost 3 as well. So yeah, 9. That would have been boosted. Anyway, I'll watch that back. It's possible the Germans have Lorraine. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I'll look into that. If that's not the case, it won't. Like, this is definitely correct. So that's 4, but they're boosted. That's boosted. No terrain effects, but I'm pretty sure these would be at a 4, which that's wild, but 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so we'll roll it like that for now. I'm pretty sure that's done. We got the commander. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if effective. Okay, see, so my Russian commander, yeah, so that one's ineffective. One that I currently have down there. So he's ineffective, but we still have defense and depth. So these will all be at 6. Cavalry defending at 2. So we'll roll 5 at 5 first for the artillery first strike. So 1, 2 hits, and then we'll roll the 2 heavy artillery. So another hit. So 3 first strike hits. So we'll lose the 2 cavalry and 1 infantry. Then he has the 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At again 4. I'm fairly positive that's how that would work, but okay, so we got 1, 2 hits. Yep, so 2 more hits. So we'll have to lose 2 infantry, and then we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at 6 at 6. So 1, 2, 3 hits. Wait, no, 1, 2, 3, 4 hits out of 6. Not bad, not bad. So 4 out of 6, and I was told he would just lose infantry, so he'll lose 1, 2, 3, 4. So he'll be down to 5 infantry. Yep. Okay. And then these go back. And I think Yeah, I could definitely see why. Well, I'm not sure. Be nasty yourself if that's why you dislike the commander, but I could see why. I mean, I guess the defender could also have the benefits from him, but I don't know. It seems like the attacker. That's kind of seems like that could use some adjusting. It's a little overpowered, I think. And these, I think, yeah, they came from Congress, Poland. I'm fairly certain. I guess be nasty if you wanted to change any of the retreats, that'd be fine, but I'm pretty sure they all came from Congress, Poland. But if you wanted to have some go back there and some go into East Prussia, that's your decision, of course. All right. We have ineffective commander. All right. And these are just to show, I think for my benefit, like this one moved from Berlin and you had some units placed down there. Okay, oh yeah, and then this stuff lend leased, or placed rather, and lend lease. Okay, yeah, like I said, I'll have to look back. It's very possible that, um, yeah, that they have Lorraine. I'm not entirely sure. Uh, but yeah, again though, that seems kind of crazy to me that you like it would stack like that much. You could pair them, and then on top of that, so if there's flat terrain, basically have regular infantry instead of attacking at even just like a 3, have them at a 4. It's pretty wild, but that might be the case, so I'll have to go back and check the hits if it is. I'll assume that it is, so I think the Germans probably have Lorraine, but we'll double check. Anyway, that took long enough, so we'll get to the British turn. So we have 24. We're going to spend IPPs to spend. We'll spend all 24. We'll buy 2 naval infantry for 8. We'll cash and carry a transport for 6. Attempt to influence the Netherlands. We get this colonial infantry we get to place for free. And then we'll buy 3 infantry units. So that'll be our 24. So we'll go ahead and roll while we're over here for the Netherlands. So we need a three or less. Perfect. A 3. So Netherlands move to stage 1 for the British. In terms of tech, we have our 2 major factories. We'll try to go for wartime economy and defense in depth. Wartime economy, we need, yeah, 7 or higher. Missed. And defense in depth, we need a 7 or higher. So that's a success. So the British complete defense in depth. Not bad. In terms of attacks, we have a couple. Have a walk-on with a colonial infantry from Eastern Egypt into Western Egypt. And I think the only other one is, yeah, we'll have this Zeppelin, or airship rather. It'll fly 1, 2, 3, 4, attempt to bomb the major factory in Bavaria, and 5, oh yeah, but, it depends if they still have Lorraine though. Oops, sorry about that. One, 2, 3, 5. I think you can fly over neutrals. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, so I guess you can't, yeah, so unless you have territory passage, you can't fly over. Yeah, which I don't. I believe it's 5. Yeah, the airships only have a movement of 5. Okay, I think what I'll do, I'll roll the bombing in Bavaria if the French still have Lorraine. That's what this airship will do, and then it'll land in Lorraine. If they do not, then obviously it's not going to conduct that combat, and instead we'll just fly it into Picardy, is what we'll do on non-combat. But we'll assume right now it can, but I think that might be eliminated. So if that is the case, we roll 1d6. I think that might have changed. Yeah, so airship. Okay, so on a 1 to 3, it'll hit, and anything else is a miss. Okay, so missed anyway. Oh, and they get the inherent at 1, the defense. And that's a miss. Yeah, so as I said, if it was able to do that attack, it'll be in Lorraine, which will put it there for now, but if not, it'll just be in Picardy and have moved on non-combat. Otherwise, that's it for British combat. Non-combat, this seaplane is going to fly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because it gets a boost down to Gibraltar. We'll move or rail this artillery from New Delhi to southern Persia. We'll have these transports are going to move 1, 2 into. Oh yeah, I forgot I had 2 stacked on each other. Move here. They're going to pick up a commander. I'll drop him off in Picardy along with this is one of the transports, cavalry and the infantry. We'll fly this fighter with that commander actually as well, just so he's effective. But the fighter will just fly over itself. Yeah, so that and that. Then we'll have another transport. It'll pick up the cavalry in the British Midlands, and infantry move 1, and then drop them off in Normandy as well. Or no, actually, we'll put these guys in Picardy instead. Yeah, same with the cavalry. Move some stuff around. Commander. Okay, I think it's starting to annoy me. We'll just grab a task force marker. It's getting a little annoying. You know, I'll put the guys from already in Picardy there too. So as I said, we have the commander. With the fighter. This infantry. That infantry. Cavalry. French got their infantry. Their artillery. Yeah, this cavalry get dropped off as well. And then we'll have these 3 infantry cross into Picardy through the narrow crossing. We'll fly. We'll move 1 infantry down from the British Midlands. Actually, no, I think that's fine. These will go into port though, these 2 transports in the British Midlands. Yeah. And then these 3 ships that we have up here, they'll get a boost so they can move 1, 2, 3, 4, and they'll join the fleet over here. There we go. Oh, I guess they start with a battle cruiser. Anyway. Yeah. Otherwise, I think that is it. So just place our units, and then we'll collect our income. So 34. Plus nothing, no trade. Okay, so we'll build 3 infantry in London. We'll build a naval infantry in the British Midlands, one of them in Northern England. The transport that we're cash and carrying, we're going to have it being built in New York. And then this infantry unit, colonial infantry unit, we'll double check because that might have special placement requirements. Colonial infantry, okay, place in India, West Infantry, or West Indian, West Indies. Okay, so we have to build this one in India. Knowing that, actually, we'll build this one in Punjab, and we'll move up into southern Persia, and infantry. Yeah, we'll do that. And then this torpedo boat destroyer. I think we'll move that 1, 2, 3, 4 because it has a boost to join the fleet here. So that should be it for the British turn, and now we can hand things on over to the Austro-Hungarians.